What's up, guys? It's David Todd. I'm here with Troy Leeman. We're trying something a little bit different today. We're trying to get some, new faces involved, hear from other people, their experiences, life stories, and see if we can learn something from it. So, Troy here, was my youth pastor in high school. He's now become the young marrieds pastor here at Shadow Mountain Community Church. So, yeah, I just want to have a conversation with him, pick his brain a little bit, and see what we can come up with.
Yeah. Well, first of all, love being here and love to talk about this with you. But it all started, like you said, I was 21 years old. I showed up here at the church. I found the youth pastor at the time, and I told him that I wanted to learn to become a youth pastor. And he pretty much offered me an internship right on the spot. And I said, I'm going to go home and pray about it for a couple of days. But I mean, it was like one of those no-brainers, like I'm for sure doing this.
So like at 21 years old, you became a high school youth pastor for a pretty big church.
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
It was like, I was like, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Like who gets this opportunity? Who gets to do this? And I was joking. I was in the right place at the right time. And obviously I know God was involved in all that. But so here I've been this whole time. So
And so now you're the young married pastor. Kind of walk me through that transition. You went right from high school and then kind of went into young adults who are married and starting this whole new life with another person. So what did that kind of look for you and your wife as you were taking on a different group of people?
It was really fun. I mean, I loved everything about doing high school. It was fun being with students, the energy, the getting to impact lives. I know we've talked about that, the fact that you can teach them and the fact that you can be a mentor to them and love them and see what God's going to do in their lives. And then to fast forward to now they're married, a lot of them with kids, and you see that jump from like being with them in high school and seeing what maybe God's going to do in their lives to now it's like they're adults and it's real life and it's marriage and it's parenting and it's those things. It was pretty much it was a trip to make that kind of jump. But I really think all those years with being with students really prepared me to do what I'm doing now.
Definitely.
Because it was like formative years, and then now it was like we're doing life.
Now, what is one of the number one things that you maybe see people struggle with in their walk at that age? Maybe it's between the transition of being in high school to a young adult. Maybe it's just as a young adult who's married. What are those things that maybe people come to you and ask, or things that you just see that you're like, okay, if people could just get this, it would really help set them off like for the rest of their life. It would just help them continue that growing process.
Yeah, it's David, I think it's the spiritual disciplines. Really, it's like a lot of people come into young marrieds and they want to be a better husband, or they want to be a better wife, or they want to make an impact in their industry, whatever job, career they've already chosen, and they want me to pray for them, or they want me to give them advice or whatever. And it always goes back to scripture. It always goes back to truth. It's like the more that you can get your arms around this and your mind in this, like it is going to help you become a better husband. My relationship with Jesus Christ makes me a stronger spouse to my wife, a stronger husband, right? A better father to my children, right? Everything really hinges on that. Success is defined by that, so there's no shortcuts. It's all time, and it's investment in your relationship with Christ. It really dictates to such a huge degree. A lot of people don't really see that. It's hard to make that jump sometimes for them, but we try to help them with that.
No, that's cool. How does that perspective kind of change people, and what are the benefits of staying committed to church even before that's something that is necessary, before you have a family? How does that, staying committed affect a positive and healthy family life later down the road?
Oh man, it's such a good question, because, our relationship with God in many ways is similar to any other concept of relationship that we have. When we stay invested in relationships, those relationships grow. In fact, they remain healthy. But when we maybe cut off a relationship or we pause a relationship or whatever, we actually exponentially lose growth, you know?
Yeah.
So just as like you can exponentially grow as you invest,
Mhm.
the same thing can happen as far as stagnating or taking steps backwards. So,
Yeah.
you know, my biggest piece of advice for people that one day want to get married or one day want to start a family is to invest now in your relationship with Christ as a young adult, because that's going to help you in your marriage. That's going to help you as a parent. You know, and it's not always just a light switch kind of thing. I can't just turn it back on,
Yeah.
or I can't just, you know, force feed growth. Like growth comes slowly, but in a very strong way. You know, it's just like anything else. Yeah, because that transition from being single or being engaged to being married is a huge transition. You know, I mean, it's one of those, and I'm trying to even reflect on my time, my years of that. You know, that transition. It's big, and you want to be as prepared as you can be, right? And everyone tries. You know, sometimes we really try to rally and get ready for that, but there's nothing like a person who stays prepared, right?
Mhm.
You stay prepared. You're ready for life. You're ready for whatever could come. Instead of now something comes and then now you're trying to prepare yourself. It's almost like you're working from the exact opposite way as what is most helpful and beneficial. So
I really appreciate you for being here. Like,
love it, man. I could talk about this stuff all the time. I
Yeah.
love it. It's a passion of mine, and you know, if it helps anyone just kind of understand the reality of not only where they're at in life now, but to think about their relationships even just a few years down the road. If it could cause people to think about that now, then good for it. You know, that's what it's about. So
yeah, he's here to help. He's here to help you get a head start on everybody else. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, if you like the video, click a thumbs up underneath it. You know, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment if you have any questions. Maybe a topic you'd like us to cover, somebody you'd like us to interview, anything like that. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and we appreciate it.